Hello everyone, I'm glad you're back. So today we will read the first chapter of the book Debbie the Duckling Fairy by Daisy Meadows. Chapter 1, A Happy Half Term. It's so nice of your friends to invite me to the farm with you, said Rachel Walker. Her best friend Kirsty Tate smiled. They were on their way to Greenfield's farm in the car with Mr. and Mrs. Tate. The farm was just outside Weatherbury, Kirsty's hometown, where the two best friends were spending the spring half-term holiday. Greenfield's farm is so cool, Kirsty said. Mom and Dad have known the owners for years, and they were really happy to invite you along as well. Niall and Harriet Hawkins work very hard, said Mr. Tate. They've been planning to open the farm to paying visitors for months. They were so pleased when we offered to help them set up for the opening at the end of this week, Miss Tate added. The new visitors are bound to love their little baby animals that have been born this spring, said Kirsty. The babies are the ones I'm most looking forward to seeing, said Rachel. I keep trying to decide which are my favorite baby animals, but I never can. The car stopped. The car started to bump down the lane towards the farm. The girls rolled the back windows down, and a chorus of bird song flooded into the car. That's better than any car radio, said Mrs. Tate. What a beautiful sound. Look, said Kirsty, pointing into the nearest field. Look at all the animals. I can see cows and sheep. And there are some gorgeous horses over here, said Rachel, gazing out of the other window. I wonder if we'll be allowed to ride them. I think we'll be too busy stroking the sweet little foals, said Kirsty. The girls shared an excited smile as the car stopped outside the farmhouse. It was made of reddish bricks, and the door and windows looked freshly painted. There were cheerful yellow curtains in every window. A tall woman with straight blonde hair strode around the side of the farmhouse and waved to them. That's Harriet, said Mrs. Tate, waving back. You are just in time, said Harriet, smiling as they all got out of the car. I'm sorry to put you to work straight away, but we have an emergency. We have to mend a broken fence before one of the animals gets hurt on it or escapes. That's what we are here for, said Mr. Tate with a grin. Lead the way, Harriet. We can unpack later. I'm so grateful that you are all here, said Harriet. Come around the barn at the back of the farmhouse. Niall is just finishing the milking. The scent of honeysuckle filled the air as Rachel and the Tates followed Harriet outside the side of the farmhouse. Outside a small barn, a dark-haired man was standing beside a cow, holding a bucket filled with milk. Hello, everyone, he said as they walked towards him. Welcome to the farm. Girls, this is Blossom, Would you like to say hello? Rachel and Kirsty felt very excited, but they made sure that they walked slowly so they didn't startle Blossom. Soon they were petting and stroking her, and she was gently mooing. The girls thought that she was the nicest cow they had ever seen, with her soft nose and her big shining eyes. I can see that you two love animals, said Harriet. Would you like to go and see the new ducklings at the pond while we mend the fence? That would be brilliant, said Kirsty. I'd love to, said Rachel at exactly the same time. Harriet pointed to a field on the right of the barn, while the girls jigged up and down in excitement. That's where the broken fence is, she said. If you need us, you'll find us here. There. The pond is down that path. She pointed to where a path wound along the edge of a different field. It disappeared between two large trees. The pond is just past those trees, said Harriet. Enjoy watching the ducklings and come back when you are ready for Big Greenfield's farm dinner. Rachel and Kirsty hurried along the path. The hedge that marked the edge of the field was full of colorful wildflowers. Red campions, foxgloves, celandines. I can't decide which ones I like best, Kirsty said, running her hand along the hedgerow as they walked. Let's pick some on our way back and put them in a jam jar in our room, Rachel said. The girls held hands and walked through the trees that Harriet had pointed out. At once they saw a large pond sparkling in the sunshine, surrounded by tall reeds. Mother and father ducks lined the banks, resting in the sun while the tiny ducklings quacked and happily splashed in the water. Goodness, they are so loud, said Kirsty with a laugh. I can't believe that something so small can make such a big noise. But Rachel didn't reply because she was gazing at the duck's nest on the opposite bank of the pond. Look, Kirsty, she said in a low voice. The nest is glowing. The girls shared a thrilled smile because they knew exactly what this meant. They were friends with the fairies, and they knew that the glow was magical. As they watched the glow grew brighter, and then a tiny fairy flew out of the nest and swooped across the pond. So thank you for your reading and listening. See you next time. We will read the second chapter. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ring the bell to be informed about the updates. See you!